Hello everyone and welcome to Blades in the Dark Cult. Thank you very much for joining us for an evening of some lovely crimes. My name is Tom, I use he, him pronouns, and I will be your Blade Master for tonight. For those of you who are new to Blades in the Dark, welcome to the city of Doskvol, a city of crime, ambition, and ghosts. Despite the best work of the city to drive the undead out, they have a nasty habit of turning up. But anyone who's feeling brave and a little bit criminal, why, they can rise to the top. The adventures you're about to see, that of a, well, look at the title, it's a cult. The divine and the wicked coming together in this city. But let's waste no more time. Let us get to our sponsors and supporters, shall we?
Hello, my name is Evie, I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Hoopst, who uses any pronouns. She is a foreign research student at Doskvol Academy, conducting research into shadows and how they interact with the undead. Also has a weird thing for jam. We'll see if it comes up and becomes plot relevant or not.
Hi, I'm Scarlett. I'll be playing Hag, who is the Whisperer. If you have any issues with ghosts, she's the one to call. And obviously, she lives with two grannies who are amazing and knit everything. Jam! Oh no.
Hello there, my name's Josh, and I will be playing Wraith, the Spider. Wraith has come from a land far, far away and is currently in the process of hunting down a group known as the Faceless. Will he succeed? Will there be jam? We don't know. Let's find out.
Check out our sponsor, Phoenix Dice, for carefully crafted click-clack math rocks for use in your favourite TTRPGs. Phoenix Dice work with recycled goods, meaning their products and packaging are all made from sustainable materials. You can go to phoenixdice.com to check their entire selection.
Big love to our D20 Club on Patreon. They're great. You're wonderful. We love you so much. And they help us keep the kobolds in line, which is very important. They get up to all sorts of cheeky jam-related activities. Anyway, the D20 Club, they've created a fan Discord where you can come and chat about all things Roll Together. And they've created a wiki page to help you keep track of all of our stories, which you can find at rolltogether.fandom.com. You can join and be as cool as they are from as little as one of your local currencies per month by following the link in chat or in the description below.
You can find us on social media by searching Roll Together RPG or by following the links in chat or in the description below. And if you can't join us live and also want to see any of our previous episodes, you can catch up straight after on YouTube or your favourite podcast provider by searching Roll Together RPG.
Finally, we run queer-friendly tables and encourage and support trans and GNC players and characters in our games. Our players and DM may portray characters that are of a different gender to their own. We aim to avoid misgendering but acknowledge that it does happen. We welcome corrections and have a company policy in place for correcting people on pronouns. Check out Safety in Chat for content warnings and some of the safety tools that we use through the TTRPG Safety Toolkit.
Hello, 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 and welcome to the season finale of Blades in the Dark Cult. The Circle. We actually did it, folks. We actually got it. Last time, our charming miscreants here, they had a downtime session in order to recover from some of the unpleasantness of the previous night. The murder of, the tactical removal of Adakin, the cultist, dead in a graveyard. Some highlights involved the attempt by Hoopst to contact the terrifying cryptid of the city of Doskvol, better known as Manbat. They succeeded. They then got kidnapped, and in attempting to... Well, I'm not quite sure why Hoopst did it, but Hoopst gave the poisonberry jam to Manbat, who proclaimed in a horrific voice treason and fell off the roof. They are being pursued by a portly man in a little bowler hat, basically trying to get revenge for the murder of his best friend, Lord Sherlock. Speaking of Sherlocks, Iris, otherwise known as Hag, attempted to think of a way to possibly get Lord Sherlock, the definite vampire off the back of the party. Through contacting their spirit guides, they were informed that maybe a gift, something equal or more powerful than Ray, the god of the cult, might appease him. It was pointed out that, hey, you've already upset the Dimmer sisters. Why not make it worse and rob them? Meanwhile, Rafe removed some jam, gave a jammy sandwich to their personal cryptid, little Buttons Bill, and I'm trying to think. Hey, Rafe, did you do anything else huge? Did you upset any cryptids?
No.
I think you had a really normal couple of hours, actually.
I mean, I completely missed out on a very focal plot point.
Oh, yes. Rafe went to investigate the destruction of a warehouse and discovered that it was destroyed by a bomb, which, if you are trying to assassinate the leaders of the upcoming revolution, might not be the best way of doing it. In particular, it's not the usual MO of the Faceless. Rafe got in a very interesting subterfugical conversation with a passerby, and basically, rather than getting any big information, informed them that I'm interested in paints and masks, at which point the interesting young man sort of nodded and let Rafe take a piece of the exploded barrels. I later said to Josh, hey, maybe that person was important. Josh said, I'm going to bed. In fact, all the characters have gone to bed. Rafe lies... well, I don't know how much Rafe actually sleeps. During the downtime previously, we learnt that Rafe has actually passed out for 2 weeks and probably has filled up the quota of, like, again, if this was a video game, has filled up the sleep bar. Otherwise known as Humst, currently sleeps in the abandoned bedroom of a sad family in an abandoned part of town, and Hag just crashes out in their childhood bedroom. It's very sweet as a giant unblinking eye stares at them from a lovely jar on the wall. I mean, I would love to say we cut to the next day. Hag, can you swim?
Have I grown up near water?
You grew up in the city of Doskvol. Don't go in the canals.
Ugh. No.
Well, that's probably the thought you have as you hit the ocean. It's black and intense. There is screams and panics. Lightning flashes through the sky, lighting it up for probably one of the first times you've ever seen, living in a world that has no celestial bodies. The ocean is black and briny, but as you look down at your kicking foot, you see that the ocean has lights at the bottom, glittering, beautiful. As a simple sailor, you probably don't know much about what they would talk about in the big cities, but as a mariner, you do know the legends of the ocean, how they say that the sun and the stars were pulled down by a great being flung into the ocean. Not 100 miles away from the great big monster that's currently crushing your ship. What do you want to do?
Am I clinging onto anything or am I swimming?
Would you like to cling on to something? Would you like to look
Yes!
around? You look around. There is shrapnel around. When they describe a shipwreck, they talk about the flotsam and the jetsam. There's definitely both flotsam and jetsam as people throw things into the ocean with a vague hope of clinging. You pull yourself up, looking at your tattooed arms, and cling to a piece of wood that's flung back and forth as the creature continues smashing into the ship.
Do I have anything on me?
Would you like to check your pockets? What are you looking for? You have a knife. You have bits of hard.
A pistol. Anything.
Right. Okay. Roll a luck check. Roll a d6.
Oh my gosh. 3.
3.
Yeah.
You have a pistol.
Ooh! Do I get my pistol out?
You pull out your pistol. You're holding a pistol in your large hands. What do you want to do?
Are there tentacles near me, and am I going to get thwacked? Okay, if anything comes towards me, I'd go pew.
Okay, tentacles come swinging. You aim. You fell in the ocean. It's damp.
I'm so smart.
At which point you see one of the passengers on the ship, this whaling ship, hurl themselves into the ocean and begin swimming over. Being thrown, clambers onto the wood. A youngish man, dark hair, quite handsome, clinging onto it. What the fuck is that?
I really don't know.
Iris, in the back of your head, you are surprised to hear your voice is more, I don't know. This isn't Iris's voice.
Oh. Right, okay, I don't know.
I wasn't expecting... Scarlett, yeah, you're going to have to play it like you're...
Oh, you have to, it's all right. I'm in for a penny.
This is often happen when one sails. You're having a conversation in the middle of a storm, but in the dream logic, it's like you are just looking at each other. It's sort of like everything else is kind of slightly fading out.
I don't know, lad. Just hold on tight.
Okay. Roll a d6. 4. 3 days later.
Oh.
The survivors of the ship have vaguely come together. They've tried their best. Someone was able to launch a single lifeboat. Now, this is the thing that... hey, history nerd here. When people were talking about the sinking of the Titanic, they often say that, oh, there wasn't enough lifeboats for everyone. The thing was that no one was thinking that the ship was going to sink at that speed. The point of the lifeboat wasn't to, we get ourselves off in order to be rescued. It was, we'll get in the lifeboats, go to the ship that's coming to save us, and be ferried back and forth. No one's planning the ship to sink that fast. So, the one lifeboat on this whaling ship, and the few survivors, there's 5 of you. One has died. You, the cook, this bedraggled-looking young man, and the cabin boy. You're all sitting there in the boat, floating. It's been 3 days. The ship was lost. But now you are just floating in the darkness.
Oh, horrifying. Since I've been a sailor for quite a while.
All right, my lovers.
Right, is there any way I know to get me bearings?
Well, in real world, you'd probably look at the stars, but
right.
They ain't no stars around here, me love. Again, roll me a d6.
4.
You've got an idea, sort of like you do the lick the finger, follow the breeze. You have inadvertently sort of become the captain of the ship as one of the few actual sailors. The cabin boy currently chittering and skittering. The cook looking at you. Hooded eyes, the rich young man, quiet, contemplative, holding what looks like an expensive-looking book clutched to him. He obviously leapt overboard, holding his prized possession. You with an empty pistol. Well, not empty, it just didn't fire. If you could try the gunpowder out, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've tested the air, but it hasn't helped me. I try and figure out.
You've got an idea. You also can vaguely hear the sound of gulls, and gulls usually hang out around land, so you're not completely. But also, gulls can fly ridiculously far out. So.
Right. Right, I make everyone be quiet and listen out for gulls to see which way we should go. I asked the lad with the book. Lad, wait, book boy.
Yes, sir.
What is that you're holding, my love? Can that help us?
Oh no, it's a It's a collection of fairy stories. He clings it close to his chest.
Anything to do with great big tentacles in the water?
No.
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 Right. Well, that's no help, is it? Right, listen to those gulls. Look, listen out for those gulls. Should be a way to get to shore.
2 days later.
Yeah.
The cabin boy. The cabin boy has gone. He's got sea madness and is mostly yelling and often keeps trying to jump overboard. The cook hit him. The boy isn't moving anymore.
Is he dead?
Do you want him dead?
No! You don't kill him. No!
The cook puts down his frying pan. You are still drifting. Usually when you'd be at sea, you'd be worrying about the heat of the sun. It's just cold. It's cold. You're all wet, shivering. The young man hasn't been really being able to hide that well, but he is still flicking through that book of his and seems to be mumbling to himself.
Lad, you might as well entertain us with your book there.
I don't know how to read it. I just it's a gift. I'm not. You're not an idiot. Yeah, you're not an idiot. This boy's lying. You have, again, as a sailor, you have seen what they call in the trade some spooky shit. This boy is Iris. Hag, in the back of your brain, you're reminded of a boy that you watched die last night. Again, that same sort of jitteriness, that desire for power. But there's something else. This young man does seem familiar. You think you might recognize him from somewhere. You're not sure.
Okay.
But Mikon, the sailor, you know that this boy is suspicious. And you're a superstitious lot, sailors.
Yeah.
You took on a strange boy with a strange leather-bound book, and now the ship has sunk.
I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder. Look, lad, we're all scared and cold, and it's been a few days now. If there's anything in that book you think can help us, let's say it now, eh?
Roll a d6.
5!
You sure? It's probably not going to be safe.
Well, what is it? Explain it.
It's old. It's an old book. It's old knowledge. It's also worth noticing, as you've got close, everything else is damp. This isn't. This book does not look like it's been thrown into the brine. It's he's hesitant. I don't know if it will work.
I think desperate times, my lad. Desperate times.
The boy opens the book and begins reading. And for the second time in a week, the ocean begins churning.
Oh, God!
Things, and slowly, a woman rises up out of the water. The right side of her face is drowned, pocked, barnacled. Just so things over. Anton Skerlock, as I live and breathe. Now you, my sweet lad, have a deal to make with me. I didn't know. Oh no, that's fine. You want to live forever, and I'm willing to do that. all it's going to do is take a small sacrifice. Looks around. Well, that one's gone a bit weird. The chef rises up, like, I don't know what you're... And she's like, oh, hush. Reaches her hand out. He instantly... starts glowing. That's one. Slowly turns to look at you.
I put the young boy behind me.
A protector. Mikon. You know, it's again like the ring out crawling on her chest. Completely. You know, when you've been sailing out on these waters and you've been saying your little prayers and hoping, you know, for safe passage or the whales, you might think, hey, someone's listening. And you're right. I've been listening to you the entire time. And I appreciate it. How much for your life, Mikon?
No one's touching this boy. Even Spooky Betches.
Oh, rude. So rude. Tentacles up behind. The boy is picked up, dragged down.
No!
I'm going to give you a second chance, Mikon. How much for your life?
It's like you've already taken your price.
Fair enough. 1 soul, 2 soul. Skurlock says, that wasn't it. Oh, shush, Anton. There'll be a ship coming for you in a bit. Tentacle whips and literally yeets that seem to be Lord Skurlock out into the ocean. It'll be fine. Oh, so, yeah, price paid. What do you want if it's not ultimate power?
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
Aye.
Interesting. Well, I said that ship will come and get you eventually. Be seeing you, Mikon Marwood. He falls back into the water. Hi. You awake. As you look, your arm is glowing. It's just like your left arm. It looks like someone has tattooed it, a bit like your friend from the dream. But slowly, as the lights fade, it's gone. So it's the next day. Humst, you awake. Your family to be is making you a delicious breakfast. Well, they're not making you breakfast, but food's being put on the table. What would you like for breakfast?
A good honest porridge.
An honest porridge. It's a big pot of porridge that's been bubbling away. There's some overnight oats, you know, and indeed there's a selection of honeys, and what do you know? There's a few jams. Yeah. It's just,
I'll branch out and try a little honey with this as well.
Ooh, Holmes! It's a new day, it's a new you. You mix the honey into the porridge, having picked it up and
the jam.
Oh,
Both.
you're combining it. Okay. One to mix their sweets. Yeah, you mix in some porridge, some honey, some jam. Margaret, the ball's gone again. Oh dear. You said, it's sweet, it's sticky, it's good, it's very good. I don't want to speak for you, but you could feel that maybe you've missed out on honey before. It's not as good as jam. Nothing could beat jam, but you know, sort of. You might think back to when you were Ray and you were trying some new stuff. You know, this is, yeah.
Pocket jar of honey for Ray.
You pick up a jar of honey. There is a bear on the front. It is ghostly and horrific, and probably shouldn't be used. Yeah, just.
We need
Folks,
ooh. Sorry.
No, you're not Winnie the Pooh. Where is his trousers? Hey, it's legally distinct because he's not wearing a little red shirt. This is just a ghost bear. Feel free to add Winnie the Pooh honey to your inventory.
I will. And I will whisper, I'll replace that, Mother, as I take it away.
Oh, thank you, dear. Wait, what? You sneak out the window again?
Yep.
Window goes up, whoops goes out, window goes closed. Margaret sits there. A small tear trickling down her face. She doesn't know why, but something's moved her. Where are you heading?
Yes, I'm gonna head to the main church. I should probably drop in at my uni at some point, but I feel like I've got some things to answer for, and the circle has some business to be about.
Absolutely perfect. So in these early, I need to find a new occultist so I can do this in character. Because Ray don't have no hands. Well, I suppose Buttons Bill might do it, but doesn't have the eye. Anyway, yes, you with the knowledge that you probably should go check in with your professor. Also, sort of like as you're walking, how do you intend to explain the disappearance of Vatican?
Should go and do that before alarm bells start ringing.
Would you like to go do that?
Yeah, I'll take a little side trip to Doskvol Academy quickly.
Doskvol Academy, you are going to go talk to your supervisor, the professor. Sorry, folks, looking for my notes. I just have the word "whoops" written in large letters. Professor Glare.
Professor Glare, yeah.
Professor Glare. Professor Glare is in her office. It's early in the day. She looks up and... yes. Norm. How are you?
Hello, I'm doing very well. Well, I'm doing okay, thank you. How are you?
Thank you for asking. People don't normally ask. Well, actually, we are currently doing some, well, as you know from the lecture, researching some new artifacts that have come in. We're hoping that, well, to be honest, hoping they are haunted and also hoping they're not haunted, but more research. Read the paper in a couple. Sorry, it's early for me. I'm more of a sort of later in the day person. How can I help you, Norm?
There's been some trouble with the undergraduate who was assigned to help me with my research.
Yes. Oh, there's, because again, it's like a shared office, but one of the other professors isn't here, so she sort of moves the chair around and sort of pats for you to sit. Yes, young Vatican. Did he try and pursue his ultimate power then?
He did. He started not turning up for meetings. I tracked him down, and he had taken some of my research questions too far, and I'm afraid it was the end of him. I'm not entirely sure what became of him, but I don't think it's anything good.
Oh dear. Hey, Whomst, make a roll. But I'm going to give you an extra D6 because welcome to the university. We study the arcane. This is not, of all the lines you're choosing, this is the best one.
Okay, do you want me to the higher or the lower?
The highest.
That's 6.
Yeah, Glaire's like, it happens every year. We warn them. We tell them to be cautious when it comes to searching for these dark, unknowable tomes. And next thing you know, they're reading from them. They're lighting candles. They're sacrificing our beloved goats. I will alert his family. Thank you, Norm. That's I apologize. I'd expected more from him. He was sort of like looks around and like he wasn't an easy young man, but no one deserves what the fate you've just described.
Yes, she is too eager for ultimate power.
Mm.
Maybe this opportunity, if it were to be bestowed again, should be upon a more, slightly more experienced student. But I don't want to jump in with another undergraduate quite yet.
Well, no. We'll have another meeting. But yes, I'll keep that. Thank you for letting me know. Much appreciated. Hesitantly, and again, not sure why she pushes like a box of tissues towards you, where it just sort of sits. Yeah, save for later. Yes. How does your dissertation? How is your work going? Apart from the unfortunate loss of your assistant.
It was coming along quite well, but then the opportunities to expose the subject to additional stimuli suddenly became a little bit limited with outside factors. I'm hoping to pick it up again with more gusto this week, but I've been slightly sidetracked. Do you know if the library has much on, what was his name? Lord Kellogg, and also anything else on Marwood?
Oh, right. Well, Lord Kellogg, well, I'm certain that there's a biography I can tell you. He was a entrepreneur here in Doskvol. He helped create many of the cereals that we enjoy today. He was also very religious, which is odd because, as we all know, all the gods are dead. But yes, no, he sort of leans back in her chair and is like, he castrated himself on his wedding night. That was yeah. Hey folks, actual Kellogg castrated himself at one point. Did a home castrate. It was no, he was a very strange man. And I'm saying this as a professor when it comes to like demons and stuff. No one asked him to do that. But yes, no, why? How do you think this pauses? How do you think this affects shadows?
God, what did I made some notes about the ghosts, about the shadows in the cemetery, and I do not remember what they were. They sure were shadowing.
They sure were. Ghosts on the whole don't really have shadows. Although when our poor little cultist boy Adakin got possessed, the shadows went weird. So you can kind of, I'd say you could put it in your research that you can tell when someone's possessed by observing the shadows, because it's almost like light itself gets confused. It's like, am I here? Am I not? What's happening? Hag would know more about that, though Hag probably hasn't looked at it from the point of view of let's discuss the shadows. But Hag would. I'm just saying, if you're having this conversation, you might be able to curve her onto, when you're starting a conversation with somebody, like, cool, I'm interested in this thing, but you're also interested in this thing. So if we discuss this, maybe you can tell me. Yeah. Yes, you've actually, in your time in the graveyard, you did get a decent bit of information when it comes to shadows. Also, you managed to do a lovely little dance. So never let that be taken away
from you. That's my personal time.
Yeah, that's not part of the research. Yes, you mentioned also Marwood. Yes, the one of the professors here was one of the family was quite well off actually, and then unfortunately the last Marwood was killed in a fire about 20 years ago. Quite a tragedy, really. I'm sure if you look there, I mean, there's an entire wing of the library that's dedicated to him. Not that people really go down there very often. It's fully literary fiction. People don't well, so most people think it's scurrilous stuff. Lord Kellogg would not like it. Kissing books, he would call them. Yes, but I'm sure you would find some information there if you were looking.
Okay, I will try and find a biography. I have had some run-ins with some ghosts recently in my research into their shadows, so I was looking on background information to corroborate my findings. So I will go and find some books in the library about that, and we'll meet again next week.
Oh yes, no, I'll put a note in your cubby. And will you? Do you like tea?
I like tea.
We could have. We'll have some tea. We'll make it a very laid back meeting.
Real meeting. An actual appointment with tea. Yes, I would like that very much.
She laughs. I mean, Humps, you may not be the best to pick up. She likes you. She likes you. She likes the fact that you came and yeah, you've made a friend. You were able to go to the library. And I will say that I will give you an extra D6 when it comes to So if you want to, I'll tell you what, roll, and if you get anything 4 or better, you get an extra D6 when it comes to researching these topics.
Right, let's see. Is a 6. Dice only roll 6s. I don't know what to say.
You walk out with the public biography written by Lord Kellogg before he died. You get what his brother, who also was in the cereal making business, wrote about him, which is really scurrilous. Isn't unfortunately a sexy book because he was very, very puritanical about it. But you get to learn all the other weird things he did. Also, there is an entire chapter about his wedding night with accounts from the wife and also the staff who had to come clean it up. You also were able to find not only a collection of books written by previous Marwoods, but there's also a collection of paintings, and that appears to be from a gallery showing by the last Marwood's wife. That she seemed to have been a painter, and I don't know what your tastes for painting are like, but they seem good. Oil paintings. There seems to be some creepy stuff in it. Yeah, some odd stuff as you look. You vaguely think you might have seen one of these paintings before, but no, you got something to. You remember the idea of having a coffee table book, and now you basically have one. That if anyone was to come round to yours for tea, you would be able to offer them a selection of pictures.
I like to imagine that I'd be putting it on the family's coffee table, so it would just appear one day and be like, "Oh, what's this?" Roll the sanity. Oh no.
Margaret, you're looking at a haunted painting. Margaret, the Call of Cthulhu's got you. Oh dear.
The call for you, it's Cthulhu. Yeah, I will take these books and I will, and also sipping a jar of Second Life energy drink. I will take them out and head off to the church.
You're heading to the church. Rafe. Roll D6.
D6. That's 3.
You are in a poorly lit room. You sort of look around. You've got bandages around your chest. Oh, my love. So, how are things? It's been a while since we've talked.
I mean, look at the bandages. That tells you everything. I'm not great. I have goddamn jam burns all over me.
How on earth did you manage to do that?
This is a long story.
We've got time, my love. Do you attempt to tell Talia your dream?
Yes.
Your bed. You tell her. She's always been good at sort of keeping the mask up, but she smiles. That does sound difficult. That sounds like having quite a time. I miss you.
I miss you as well. How are things where you are?
Complicated. After the death of the pharaoh, obviously there's been a lot of claimants. We've been able to fight them off, but eventually a larger kingdom will come, and we will. Well, those who are left will probably die here, protecting an empty throne. What have you?
I keep telling you should come here.
I know.
Join me in my mission to find those who destroyed our lives, killed me.
Hand on the side of your cheek. Cold. Still, you remember when she touched you all those months ago, still cold, sort of, yeah. I know, but I am a simple woman. The things you tell me of that big city, it would be so easy to get lost.
I have gotten lost many times. I always think of you, though, and it always allows me to get home.
Single tear.
Don't make me cry, Tom. Carry on.
No, just looking at you, her big brown eyes, just you stay brave. You keep the faith.
You stay alive.
The sun will shine on us once again.
The sun
You're allowed to get choked up, Josh.
the sun will shine on us.
She rests her forehead against yours. Your eyes snap open. You're looking into a black void. I didn't know what to make you for breakfast, so I decided to make a series of exciting pastries. Right, up you get. Come on, so taps the side of the bed. You realise that Buttons Bill has clambered on top of you, this tiny goblin-like child. Would you like tea, coffee, or toffee?
What is this toffee you speak of?
Excellent time for experimentation. Buttons Bill rolls.
Sorry, what?
Rolls off and scampers off. You are presented with a pastry. It's not. I was gonna say jam filled, but where would you get the jam? It's sweet. There's a slight nutty taste to it. Buttons Bill has poured both tea and coffee into one urn, stirred it up, and has presented it to you, and sits there expectantly.
Could you turn away for a minute?
Oh, sure.
Wait, your body's supposed to turn with your head. Why have you done that?
Sorry.
But now you're looking at... this is...
Visual humour!
I'll turn to the side, take the mask off so the scarred side isn't visible, and I'll take a sip of the tea.
The toffee.
Coffee.
There's a reason why people don't serve this normally. The coffee's very strong, the tea's very weak. It's not the worst, but again, that's sort of... It's quite a sort of...
It's not completely unpleasant.
On a scale of 1 to very delicious, what would you give it?
Have you got any sugar?
Reaches into his coat, hands you just loose sugar.
As it's spilling out of his hands, I'll just put my cup underneath.
Loose sugar just falls from his...
That should do. Put my little finger in and stir it.
It's quite hot, but you don't care.
I don't care.
It's improved. Actually, there is now a toffee taste to it. It seems like it's not cane sugar. It's toffee apple sugar that he's crumbled and just... It's actually... Now, this is like you've gone to like a fancy coffee shop and got like a caramel latte or something. This is
very tasty, Bill.
Can I look back now?
1 second. Yep, you can look back.
Right. Okay. So, it's improved if you add sugar. Correct?
I heard far too many of your bones click when you did that. Yes, if you add sugar to it, it is very nice.
I have the right number of bones, don't worry, sir. Okay, so add sugar. Do you think people would invest in it if I was to go to them, possibly to stand in front of a bunch of dragons and ask?
Yes, I mean, there are also sharks I've heard of that you can stand in front of inside of like in a tank or something.
Gracious,
dragons
sir.
in a den. I don't know.
The dragons and sharks working together. What a world. Inconceivable even. Okay, I will keep working on it. I will set my own clock. He walks over, draws like 6 and colours in 1. That's 1 bit of the clock done. Right, okay. What do you want to do today?
If at any point you want somebody to taste test any of your toffee, I will certainly try. I would like to say, though, that I think you may need to come up with a different name, because when you said toffee to me, I was expecting something completely different.
Key.
Wouldn't it be C? But with a C?
he slaps. Oh. He sets up, he draws another, come up with a better name. Okay, taste. Do you like mint?
I don't think I've ever had mint before. I would certainly try it.
I will invest in making mint, name unknown. Thank you for your help. Reaches in, hands you, here is a coupon for your time.
Oh, thank you. I one piece of advice, though, is that you must have more than one taste tester. When Humst and Hag get here, you must let them try this toffee. I reckon they will like it. Give Hag a slightly smaller dosage, because she would be bouncing on the walls otherwise.
And Attican can have as much as he likes too. Great.
Yes, anyway, what are we going to do today?
Yes, what are we going to do today?
I don't know. What do you have any plans? I mean, I can't exactly go back to where I was staying. I could. There is somebody that I could go and see. I would need to find them again. They were in the district where the building had burnt down.
Crow's Foot.
That's the one. Yes.
You don't know why he knows that. You can't understand anything about this little dude. That said, this is the point where Hag actually arrives. I assume you were coming here, Hag.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hag, while you say that, when he's like, oh yeah, Crow's Foot, you have that moment. Then suddenly he pivots and, Miss Hag, I've got a taste test for you to try. And runs up the stairs. He's holding, that's the thing, he's holding a cup above his head.
Careful. Don't trip over.
For you.
Thank you. What is it?
It's very tasty.
So yeah, so we're in the main space. So it's like because it's down into like the underground. So you are like street level, looking down. You go down some stairs. That this child has run up a flight of stairs holding it. You want to drink it?
Yes.
It is. Yeah. You taste it. It tastes of fair food. It tastes of the sweet stuff that you have when the carnivals come to town. But also, there's a bit of a kick to it. I don't know how much of the Second Life you drink, but there's also there's a possibility he hasn't been using water in it.
Ooh, nice, Bob. Yeah, thank you. On a scale of good to life-changing,
What number would you give it?
Oh, my life is completely changed.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Runs back down the stairs, goes over to gets a piece of chalk and colours something in. What would you call it?
Num num. I'm not sure. Maybe num num. I'm not sure.
There is toffee. Key. C. Nom nom. Good. What do you want to do today?
Hold on, I'm coming down. Hold on a minute.
Come down the stairs.
All right.
Fine. How are you?
Fine. What were you saying when I walked in?
What?
Something mentioned?
What
Yeah.
about crow's feet?
Yeah.
Oh, I went there yesterday.
Oh, did you? You
Yes,
should have told me. That's where I live.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I did not want to pry into where you live.
Yeah.
I went there to have a look at one of the burned warehouses that
yeah.
had happened recently. It may have something to do with the people that I am looking for.
Oh. All right.
I came back with this, and I pull out a piece of the barrel.
Bit of barrel.
Yes, it is part of the explosives
Oh, okay.
that was used to blow the place up. I was hoping I could find possibly some identification on like markers or something on it that would help me find where it was made and, you know, lead me on the trail to finding the people I am looking for.
Uh-huh. Well, I could have introduced you to a couple of people.
Oh, but
Just quickly, I got it wrong. You live in Charles Hollow. Crow's Foot's a different area in the town.
Oh, beg pardon.
No, that's my fault. I said something where just time goes. I started looking at my notes and going, "This is the wrong page." Anyway, carry on.
we still say you know people there. But yes, I mean, if you'd like to come with me next time I go asking around, I would be more than happy to have your company.
Yeah, if you want.
As we seem to be a permanent team, is that the correct word?
I mean, it's nice to have someone else there. Yeah.
Yes. Maybe we could also invite Humst as well.
We should.
They seem to come across as somebody who has been around many places in the city, so maybe all of us pulling our knowledge together would be very beneficial.
Humst! As Buttons Bill runs up some stairs, again not sloshing. Humst, you have arrived back in your to your church. The tiny child is now running at you, holding a tin mug above his head, running up some stairs.
Bob, is that for me?
Yeah. I want you to taste it, and I want your honest feedback.
Okay, let me put my books and my can of drink down. Hang on.
Oh, if you like that drink, you'll like this drink.
Oh, are they related? Is it a new
Yes.
flavour?
Well, tilt head, it could be. If I could get in front of sharks or dragons or sugar lords, sugar daddies maybe. I don't know what that means. People talk about it, but no one tells me.
I can probably introduce you to some sugar daddies if that's the audience you're going for.
Thank you. A tiny gloved thumb. Yeah. Which you also notice is long. Very long fingers. I don't think you ever really look at. You spend too much time looking at shadows, not enough time looking at them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're presented with this. You going to drink it? Yeah, you bleb. Blip, blip, blip. He's clearly boiled Second Life, and has added various herbs and spices, and also there's a sweetness to it. It's not as nice as jam. Nothing as nice as jam, but it's warming. in a cold cathedral basement. But yes, no, it's not bad.
Can I
Right.
add some honey to it?
Do you want to add some honey?
I add a little bit of honey.
You add some honey, swirl it around. It's now got sort of like the vague feeling of a hot toddy. It hasn't quite got like the whiskey kick, but there's the heat, there's the honey, there's the sort of heat. You might have just made an inadvertent, non-alcoholic, refreshing drink on a cold day. Yeah. Buttons is looking. Well, you assume Buttons is looking at you. The black boy just stares at you. The addition of a sweet bee treat. Do you think that is beneficial to the recipe?
I think it is very beneficial. Without the bee treat, it is a little derivative of Second Life. I am a connoisseur of such drinks.
Oh, I would hate to be a plagiarist. Nothing worse in this world. Okay, the addition of honey. Noted. So, what's that down? Also, you do not know why he is asking you when he is at the bottom of a flight of stairs. Also, a name for the delicious drink.
Since you created it, it should be named after you. Therefore, it should be Bubbles Bob.
Bubbles Bob! Bubbles Bob. His name's Bill, but it's also Bob. You all called him Bob, and now his name is Buttons Bob. So Buttons Bob. Again, this is just the session where we're just like retroactively. This character has always had this name. So Buttons Bob.
I honestly thought he was Billy Bob.
His name. No one has asked him. His full name is Buttons Billy Bob.
Oh, I thought it was that anyway. So I called him. I've called him Billy and Bob.
Blob.
Blob. So the Bubbles Bob. So the Buttons Bob. Billy Bob. Anyway, a delicious hot drink is made. You have all consumed it. All three of you are now back here in the Church of the Circle. And for the third time this evening, the conversation starts. What do you want to do?
Brought some tips on your family, Hag, because our library had lots about them, and I thought you might be interested due to them dying in a mysterious fire.
Thank you.
Hag, you take the book. Do you want to open it?
I do. But I don't want to be rude and read while everyone's talking.
Mom looks at you expectantly.
Yep. Now. Okay. Sits down.
You open it. There's a series of drawings. There, some beautiful sort of like seascapes. There is a few forest drawings. There is a portrait of you, and also that there's a few. There's one of the goat race as well.
There's a picture of me.
Oh, sorry. Did you not? Yeah.
Yeah.
You flick back. It is a family portrait. There is a handsome, tall man with a large moustache, waxed. He sort of stands, sort of, kind of awkwardly. He's got patches on his elbows, sort of little bow tie. I said he's handsome. He's a nerd. This is a nerdy guy.
Nerds are handsome.
Yeah. Hey, audience. His wife has sort of long, dark, flowing hair, smirking. That sort of like thing of like. You sort of, as you read it, you realise she's the one who painted this painting, and that's sort of like, yeah, putting me in it. The man's hand is on the shoulder of a young girl, maybe 4, also the dark, flowing hair, looking kind of sullen. Again, that sort of, if you think about now, when you're like, that kid does not want to have their photo taken, and then you're thinking, cool, this is an oil painting, so how long did they have to stand and pose? She's sort of like the sulking. She's holding a small looking like a sausage, a baby in like swaddling clothes. A little,
Sausage babies.
Little sausage baby. And you have to assume that sausage baby is you.
Well, that's me in a book. Yeah, that's gonna be me. Guess.
Wait, you are the sausage?
I think I'm that sausage. Yeah.
Humps pokes the page. Pokes.
Yeah.
The sausage. Sausage is poked in the face. Just put the sausage.
This was a book of lovely paintings that I believe the wife of the late Professor Marwood did. So your maternal relation, painted them.
Humps pokes the woman. Just.
I'll be my mum, I'm guessing. Yeah.
Maybe I should have let you wait until you were alone. Maybe I have made a miscalculation.
No. I appreciate. I start flicking through and looking for like sailor type man with like tattoos and stuff.
Cool. You flick through. You're like, okay, this is a nice seascape. This is people on holiday. This is the wreck of the Tamberlin with the glowing eye, and also there's a nice one of Doskvol, sort of taking up her tower.
Right. Funny you should give me this book. I kind of had a dream last night. I think I was in the body of ancestor. Lord Skurlock there, young man, and maybe the scary ski god, sea god. Nope. No, she was disgusting, by the way. Ugh.
Scarlett, are you avoiding the name intentionally, or have you forgotten what her name is?
I've forgotten what her name is.
Her name's Sitara.
Yeah, that's terrible. Yep, she was rotty and disgusting.
Do you say Sitara?
Yes.
Your arm fills with light. the mask ignites. You're like, what have you brought into my... All three of you can just like, what? It just got your arms glowing. Lightning shoots out and just hits the urn.
Shit.
Everyone roll a d6.
I'm not going to kill you, Tom said.
Oh, I'm not going to kill you.
2.
I am.
2.
5.
5.
I also got a 5.
Amazing. Humst and Hag, you dodge. Wraith, hot bubbles bob, or whatever we're calling it, hits you. I'm not going to give you actually one level 1 injury of hot drink scalding. For the third time in this game, you have been burnt.
Oh, for God's sake! Now I'm gonna taste like. Now my skin's gonna taste like bloody tea and coffee.
You taste the tea, coffee. Also, you are very sweet smelling.
Oh.
Buttons just goes, my invention. Why is it that hubris only happens to those better than the gods? And runs off to go get a mop. As your arms glowing.
Shit.
Get it out. Tell them to leave.
Shit. What's happening? Why am I leaving? What is it?
Hag,
What the?
Hag, you need to turn it off. Until you turn it off, you can't be in here. Let's go. Let's sort this out over here. Sorry, Ray. As I kind of try and shepherd Hag out, trying to figure out how to turn it off.
Turn it off.
Which way are you going? So there is again, we're in the main bit of the church. There are other rooms off, mostly used not even for storage. This is like a derelict place. You could take Hag out into the street, or you could try and lead them deeper into the catacombs of this place.
go into the catacombs, I feel like the street and lightning is not going to be a good idea.
This is, for all of you, for living in a very dark world, very bright. So, like, again, it's just sort of like you're being led in, you're seeing the things moving in the shadows, scuttling away, hopefully rats. Rafe, you are sticky. you are in the... Buttons Bob comes back in and starts mopping. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Rafe. I didn't realise that Mrs. Hag was going to be an intruder and was going to cause damage. Would you like me to clean your clothes? I could get you another dressing gown if it will make you feel better.
It is not your fault, Billy Bob. Please, I can clean my own armor. It is fine. I believe we have plans to do today, so you have a mop there. If you want to just give me give my armor a quick mop over, I can try not to get the skin where I am burnt or anything. But...
I might have something if you want some sort of paste to cool it. I could make you that.
I mean, that would be very good. What are you going to make it out of, though?
How do you audibly hear blink, blink from a void? But, herbs and spices.
Spices on... Okay, yes, why not?
Hands you the mop. Toddles off, and like in a video game, you hear clunk, clunk, clunk. As far as you're concerned, for the rest of the scene, Billy Bob is in the corner with a pestle and mortar, grinding up things. What would you do? You want to clean? Do you want to sit? Do you?
I'll sit down with I'll grab a cleaning cloth and I'll begin cleaning the bits of my clothing and bits of armor that I'm wearing that have been stained, and dry my parts of my hair and stuff off and all of that, but I won't touch the skin until the ointment comes.
I have a question for you, Rafe. This is odd. There's just a voice.
Did you say something, Billy?
No, it is not Billy. It is me. It is Reynard. I believe our associate knows me as Ray Ray. As you look, the mask has exploded into fire and now has stopped. It's just leaning again on the altar. You seem like a logical man. A man of, I would say so far as science, understanding. Not one really for gods and demons, am I right?
You could say so, yes. I'm a man of honor. Warrior.
Exactly. Honor, a warrior. Did you know that your friend had contacted with my sister?
Which one?
Not
which sister, which one of my friends?
Oh no, how do you say, the witch, the spirit talker.
Hag?
Yes.
Until her arm started glowing up like that, I did not have a clue.
Interesting. You do not seem really that you... you would not join this group unless there was a reason, correct?
Correct.
You wish to... It's odd that this god seems to be struggling with words. It's... Something has rattled it. Yeah. It's I'd like to help you.
Okay. I'm all ears.
You are looking for the people who wronged you, correct?
Yes.
The
Very much so.
Also wear masks.
Yes, the masks have no physical. They are just flat surfaces. They are faceless.
Exactly, faceless. Until you invest a meaning into it, there is none. No. I might ask a few favors of you in the future. Would you be amenable to listen?
Yes, of course. If it will get me one step closer to my goal, then I would happily help you with your requests. You have not done ill by us so far, so...
Well, not yet.
Ha, ha, ha. I don't know whether you're joking or not.
No, it's difficult, isn't it?
It is.
There's something clicks. Meanwhile, in the catacombs, Hag, your arm is full of light.
What is happening? What is happening?
Okay. You invoked Reynard's sister, whose name is. Don't say the name. Don't say the name.
No,
Don't say it.
Didn't mean to.
Breathe deeply. Breathe in. Breathe out. And imagine when you are breathing out that you're breathing out the light. You are breathing in cool air, and you are breathing out this lightning weird energy. You doing it? Are you visualizing?
Yep.
Are you visualizing?
Yes.
Hey, roll me a tune. I know we normally don't say, hey, that's what you need to, but I think, yeah.
A tune. Is it risky?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. There. That's a 3.
What's she trying to visualize?
I'm just trying to envision wool. Lots of wool, because it's comforting. Lots of knitting and wool, hiding in it and all comfy.
You think about the wool. You picture yourself in a large room just full of soft wool and yarn. It's just so comfortable. And you're sort of like, you're lying there and it's sort of like you're moving. It's like, oh, this is so comfortable. And you're moving and you're in the sea and the...
Oh, God.
You called?
No!
Oh, I think you did, Iris. How can I help? What's occurring?
Oh, right. Okay. Not horrifying. Oh, I like it.
Do you like my new gift?
Oh, this is you. This is you. Why have I got the gift?
Oh, because you invoked me.
Did I?
Well, you beheld me, and your great grandpappy talked to me, and then it sort of passed along. And
Right.
your dad didn't want to talk to me. He was
Why?
He thought I might hurt him, which is incredibly rude. He was a rude daddy, a bad daddy. Why are you giggling?
Nothing.
Good.
Right. So you didn't hurt him. Then
I didn't hurt him. No.
Did you not?
No, I didn't. No.
Okay. Well, I didn't mean to invoke you. If that helps at all.
Would you like me to go away?
Now or forever?
Ooh. Literally, what would you give me to go away?
Oh, it's one of those. Okay.
Oh, no, we're friends.
Are we?
We're friends.
Okay. I mean, you give me a scary present.
Oh, it's not scary. It's powerful. I brought the light.
Well, you could have warned me. A little bit of warning might have made it less scary.
Norm, Hag is just standing there, like eyes. Just, it's scary.
Just on the outside is Hag, Iris.
There you go. Yeah. Hag, Iris, you feel that there's arms around you now. Oh no, they want to take you away. They don't want me to play. What a shame.
Right. Okay.
So, Iris, Hag, what would you give me to go away?
I'm guessing you want something?
Oh, sure. What you got?
Oh, what do you want? I don't have much.
Ooh, I think you do. I think you've got access to something very exciting.
Which is what? Be precise, madam.
You feel that the... Ooh, interesting. Hey, Norm, we're going to make a conflicted roll here. You are trying to pull Hag out of this. I am going to try and pull them in deeper. What would you like to roll?
Two?
Actually, yeah, not a bad idea. I mean,
Okay, I've got 1 dot in a tune.
fair enough. So flat roll.
Flat roll. Come on, I've not rolled badly today.
Mm-mm.
That is a 5.
Ooh.
Why don't we have a look and see what you can give? You feel dead hands are holding onto your shoulders. Like, you're mine. But something is pulling you backwards out of the water, back into the wall, into the. This isn't over. You're mine. Oh, like they're his. Oh, this is going to be so much fun when you cut their fucking throats. Bump, you're back into the corridor. Seawater.
Who's Nom? I'm sorry.
It's dark. The lights faded from your hand.
Nom, thank you.
Anything for a friend, you notice Norm's face is blinking back a few greenish tinged tears.
I didn't get water on you. I'm sorry, Nom. Sorry. Did I spit on you? I'm sorry.
Yes, it was very, very rude of you.
I'm so sorry. I apologise.
I had your back, but you're linked with the sea person.
Apparently.
Okay. This is bad.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I haven't taught. I mean, that's a scary goddess. I'm just saying that. Yep, nightmares for days. Nightmares for weeks, probably. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to get you a glass of Bubble Bob.
Oh, that's nice. Ooh.
This connection could be dangerous, considering Reynard's reaction and, what we're supposed to do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, God.
Maybe we can use this down the line, but we can't think about that for now. We need to come up with a reason for Ray Ray.
Yep.
Did you know about this before?
No, I had a dream last night about my ancestor talking with spooky bitch, and I wake up with this. I wake up with this, which is apparently a gift from her.
You're holding up your arm. There's nothing there. And then, slowly, like pins and needles.
Oh, no. No.
Just...
I'm hiding it. I'm like, no!
Norm,
today!
You saw Hag's arm glowing. You saw, like, the tattoos. And you can see as it tries again. And that's part of your brain that you realise, like, when Ray Ray is talking to you, you're like, this is sort of like the voice. You just hear it sort of, just like a little, something in your brain's like, bad.
Okay. Until you learn to control this,
yeah.
I don't know if we can have you in the same room as Ray Ray.
That makes sense.
Okay.
I mean, she's quite aggressive. I mean, that was quite scary. Literally, she's rather aggressive.
Okay, here's what we are going to do.
Yes.
I'm going to go upstairs, get some books and some Bubbles Bob for you.
Thank you.
You go and tuck yourself in bed and have a think about... Relax first, then have a look through the books, have a think about different ways people have controlled similar powers in the past,
right,
and how this could be applied to you.
Yes.
I will come and visit you this evening after talking to Reynard.
Right. Yes. That's a very good plan, Norm. Thank you. Oh, I hug Norm, but hold the arm out, so I'm not touching with the arm.
One-armed hug.
Yeah,
This is sort of like a traffic sign. You're just like,
Yeah. Thank you, Norm.
We will figure this out, and we will keep you safe.
Thank you. Okay. Mhm.
Okay, I will be right back.
Okay.
Norm scuttles off down the corridor. Humst rushes back into the room. Rafe sitting there having sort of, to your mind, it's like sludge. It's sort of like being rubbed on their burns by little buttons. Just, oh, there you go, sir. That should heal it up right good.
Thank you, Padre. Humst, are you okay?
Everything is fine. Buttons, Bill, can you whip up another to-go cup of Bubbles Bob?
Right, for the three of you, right?
Yes, for all of us, please.
Oh, so 4.
There's 3 of us.
Oh, no, the gentleman who's come down the stairs. The door opens. A very pale man walks in. Humst, because you check this with everyone, this gentleman does not have a shadow. This very pale, blonde man who walks down. Good afternoon. I don't think you remember me. My name is Benton. You visited my master's house a few weeks ago, and I do believe that you stole something. I'm here to get it back. And that, folks, is where we shall end season 1 of Blades in the Dark Cult. Thank you so much for joining us. Maybe next season we'll do more heists, but I can just say, as your Blade Master, I've had an utterly delightful time playing with these lovely folks and also playing with them. Where I just come in and go, hey, oh, did you level up, Scarlet? Did you nice leveling up?
Yeah.
Cool. Warlock, Sea Warlock.
Yeah.
Yes, once again, big thank you to all my players and all of you watching. We'll go into the end credits, but once again, if you want to catch up on the adventures, you can find us on podcasts and also on the YouTubes. Now, folks, this is where we get to go and do a little bit of a debrief. My players go, what was that? So, like we say at the end of every episode, enjoy yourself a lovely cup of Bubble Bob, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Wow, that certainly happened, did it not? Such lovely crimes. Now, if you have enjoyed what we've put out for you here this evening, you'll find us playing Dungeons & Dragons at Roll Together RPG. That's Mondays and Tuesdays, 6 PM UK time, and on Fridays we play other TTRPGs, such as Blades in the Dark. Now, all our shows can be found at twitch.tv/rolltogetherrpg, and you can find all of our content archived at youtube.com/rolltogetherrpg. There are podcast versions of all our shows available, where all good podcasts are available. Simply search for Roll Together RPG. Now, massive thank you to the D20 Club on Patreon. I can't do the heart symbol, but I do adore every single one of you. Now, there's a link in the chat if you feel like you want to join these fine folks by donating one of your local currency, which, as we have well established in the world of Dungeons & Dragons, is worth 1 goat. We'll be absolutely delighted to join you. As previously mentioned, they made us a Discord, they made us a wiki. They are top. Thank you very much to our supporters and our sponsors. Don't forget, if you search on social media, we are Roll Together RPG. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and don't let the blue coats catch you.